Yes. Okay. I like that I'm blue. We are settling internet debates while Bridget paints the storage unit and Kayla tries to do work for her internship. The SCOBY. The problem though is we are really unprepared to be able to do this. Do our first internet debate.
Yes, I'm painting the unit. The rumors are true.
Yes, we do store. I might have to connect the iPhone 25. Mine is not showing up for some reason. What's the password? Okay, first internet debate. Is the dress blue and black or white and gold? Long before that news came out, I was team blue and black. It just looked like a blue and black dress with a heavy sepia filter on. I think everyone wanted to lie. Oh my god, 67% of people agree. How would you pronounce the word GIF?
Oh, I think I should be saying GIF. I use GIF because it comes out easier.
Right, but didn't the creator come out and say it was GIF? I also say GIF, and I've been on this hill for as long as I could because I think of the word giraffe. Very similar letters there. Also, GIF just feels like a little too like rude and like hurtful. GIF? Oh my god, bugged. Only 15% of people pronounce it as GIF though. Is pineapple good on pizza?
Let me talk to my camera.
Talk to your camera.
Hey, honestly, it can be pretty delightful, depending on what it's paired with.
I don't know if it's good, but I think that we should accept people for wanting to have it on their pizza. Dare I say that? 65% of people say no. Okay. Should we get rid of daylight savings? This is actually relevant. They just passed a bill to end daylight savings, and I'm gonna stand on this hill.
I think we keep it because
Are we living in a simulation? I think if we are in a simulation, I would hope that whoever's running it cheats my needs up a little bit and also hit a little mother load in the chat. Much appreciated.
Command Control Shift C.
What constitutes a simulation? Who's to say we're even real? Sit on that. Could Jack have fit on the door on the Titanic?
No.
Are hot dogs a sandwich? If you think about it, the definition of a sandwich is like basically have bread, and then something in the middle, like a middle component. What do you have on a hot dog? Bread, middle component. That's a sandwich. What constitutes a taco? Tortilla. Filling, wrap it. You don't even have to do that. As long as you have a tortilla, that is a taco. What do you not have in a hot dog? Tortilla. Hamburger. Bread, stuff in the middle. Shit's a sandwich. You heard it here. I'm sorry. Would you rather have gay son or thought daughter? I personally would not have a son unless he was gay. Smooth or chunky peanut butter?
Chunky if I want to pretend that I'm being healthy that day.
Is there a health benefit to chunky?
Chunky just makes it feel like you're engaging with the earth more.
That's unnatural. I can't be in this car anymore. Vlogmas! See, I would be playing a fun game on my laptop right now or doing work, but neither is working. You guys don't see it, but we are in desolate land. Let me give you a tour. Hold on, come with me. So, not much Wi-Fi coming on out here. Hold on. Ooh, freehand.
It's free or be freed. I think my favorite part's gonna be cleaning.
Is that your glob?
Yeah, the SCOBY.
Do we see the gelatinous texture? Yes.
Yes!
Should I read scary Am I the Asshole stories on Reddit? This one's from 7 hours ago. Me, 30M, wife, 27F, got a verbal invitation from a coworker in their late 30s about a watch party for the World Cup a few weeks ago. We had nothing to do that Saturday, so I said we should go. She's only worked at this place for about 6 months, but she knows her coworkers, but not that close. I picked up a few 6-packs. We walked in and greeted a few people, found a cooler and put our drinks in. Got one for my wife and I, and then went to greet more people and settle in. When I was introduced to the coworker, she was very cold with me and then finally said, "We don't allow alcohol at the house." I apologized and said I didn't know. She said her husband was a recovering alcoholic. With an attitude, she said people shouldn't assume alcohol is allowed at others' homes and should check first. Personally, I hear party, kids party the exception, and I assume drinks are being served. It was bizarre and we opted to leave. Are we the assholes?
Not really, because how would you know?
Right. It's a World Cup party. At the World Cup, there is like so much alcohol. I already feel like involved with that. I'm sure they would have like not brought it if they had known. They seemed apologetic for it. I don't think you're the asshole. I just think there should have been better communication.
It's a good place to stop.
No. Okay. Oh, she went back to her food.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get a shot of the spider.
She's doing alright for herself.
Am I the asshole for offering a frozen dinner to an uninvited guest at a dinner party? A couple of times a year, I like to throw a nice party for old friends. We've all known each other for around 15 years and get together maybe every 3 months. I was making filet mignon and a small lobster tail with 2 sides. I spent over $300 and didn't buy extra because they are served one each per guest and are expensive. As a surprise to me, the single guest brought along his new girlfriend who I had not met or known about. I only purchased enough meat and lobster tail for the guests who were invited, and said that I had frozen pizza or another frozen dinner I could heat up. He was very upset with me and accused me of not liking his new girlfriend and trying to embarrass them. After his outburst, they left. Should I have cut up the filet and lobster tails and spread it out between an extra person instead of offering a frozen meal? The meals are like $300.
That's crazy.
Why would you do that?
Big money.
But like, I guess they love their friends, so it's like,
yeah.
Yeah, you could have split it. You definitely could have split it. I feel like you should have offered like, oh, you can either split it or she can have this like full meal by herself. But, like, if you split it, like, your ass is probably gonna go hungry because, like, you know. I don't think you're the asshole. I think you were just trying to be nice. And it definitely didn't warrant an outburst and leaving. That's, like, ridiculous. It's fine to bring plus ones if you let, like, me know. I wasn't expecting to have to put my, like, socializing, get-to-know-you face on.
Right.
Like, okay, so now you're not gonna know years worth of inside jokes I was about to tell at the table. And, like, what if she doesn't mesh well? And then the vibe is off.
Right. Am I the asshole or am I the a-hole
I said asshole.
for telling my mother about my brother's behavior? I, 19F, had a big argument with my mom, 47F, about a month ago that still affects our relationship. Backstory. My younger brother, 16 male, and I attended my old school summer festival. We had agreed to leave together when his shift at the food stand ended around 8 p.m. When it started pouring, I went inside the building to avoid getting soaked. Beforehand, I called my brother and told him exactly where I'd be because the phone signal inside was bad. If I didn't answer, I told him to come find me there. I also informed my mom. We agreed that my mother would come pick us up if the rain didn't stop or we'd Uber. Later, while talking to an old teacher, I checked my phone and saw missed calls and angry messages from my brother, my mom, and my aunt. Got the aunt involved.
What's she doing here?
My brother had already left by bus because he couldn't find me. My aunt called and immediately started yelling that I wasn't answering my phone, even though they already knew my signal was bad. I could hear my mom in the background saying she wouldn't pick me up and that I should walk home in the rain. My teacher even offered to explain that my phone never rang, but they refused to listen. My mom only ended up driving me because she was already taking my grandparents home. When I saw her messages...
God, the whole family's here, damn. Aunts and grandparents.
Right, whole family. When I saw her messages, I replied, "Overreacting much?"
Oh.
On the drive home, I confronted my mom in front of my grandparents about how she never apologizes, constantly disrespects me, and always expects respect without giving it. I cried the whole ride, while she called me stupid, told me to shut up, and said she was being nice by ignoring my text. At home, I tried to go to my room, but she continued the argument. I eventually called her a mother shitty mother.
Oh, thank you.
In German, I used Arschige Mutter.
I didn't know we were German.
Are they German, or do you think she just decided to go
And
German?
you know what, bitch? Ich bin lieben.
Which literally includes the word ass. Fun.
Didn't know that. News.
We're learning today. From that point on, she ignored everything else I said and only focused on me calling her that.
I think she understood what she said. Or she was just like, what the fuck did you just call me? She just,
Hey, could you repeat that?
she didn't focus on anything else I said. What did you call me? Say.
What if her mom said German much?
Imagine she was just like practicing her Duolingo. And get this, motor.
Fast forward to yesterday, we watched a movie as a family. I looked something up because I don't mind spoilers. Fun fact. We don't have the kind of relationship where insulting each other is normal. So I told him to watch his mouth. He said I was overreacting. Oh, flipped it.
Oh my god. That's
Now
what she
she's
said.
overreacting much. Today, I mentioned it to my mom because she has always said to tell her if he disrespects me. Her first reaction was to laugh and say, he didn't mean it like that. I said I knew she'd defend him. Then she
Oh.
replied, you talk so much about respect and apologies. I still haven't heard you apologize for calling your mother an ass. So she does speak
She
German.
did speak German.
She speaks German.
They're the only two.
I ended the conversation.
German in the world.
The two Duolingo users in the
They're
house.
oh my god, they're both the family plan.
I ended the conversation and walked away. Am I the asshole for expecting my mom to address my brother's disrespect instead of bringing up our old argument? Or am I overreacting? So was that whole thing exposition for the tiny little paragraph at the end?
Yes, it was. It was plot without plot. I don't know. I feel like you both needed to like calm down a second. Like you swore at her, like you probably should have apologized for that. That's not like a nice thing to say.
Yeah.
And like I'm not trying to be rude, but like you kind of did the same thing your brother did.
I hope we help.
Oh, okay. No, I can come over. They were off before.
So the Scoby is hungry. She's new, she's infantile. And she's gotta eat. Baby's gotta eat.
Scoby.
We're gonna feed her some beautiful Baja Blast.
From Mount Basha. We climbed there ourselves.
Yummy, yummy.
Oh.
That's so disgusting.
That just made mustard gas.
Oh, I'm gonna stand next to Spider Lady. Radar work so far.
Ooh, she climbed right back up. She did not fuck with you. Here's our current progress that we're leaving off on. Great job, Bridget. Yay!
Thank you.
Great job, me. Hold on, me.
Great job, Kayla.
Tripod cam.
Oh, I found it.
Oh.